Reinforcements have arrived. Low power. Building. Repairing. Repairing.
Commander. King and country.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building. Repairing. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way.
There is a very unstable situation on the ground that is unfolding very quickly.
Reporting. Awaiting order. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Toward more ideas that will actually help to bring this thing to an end.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Very well. At once. Very well. Very well.
Building. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
M.A.D. tank deployed. Building.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Repairing. 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 Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
prepared.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit prepared.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
There is a very unstable situation
Acknowledged.
on the ground
Acknowledged.
that is unfolding
Affirmative.
very quickly.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Repairing. Unit repaired. Building.
Awaiting affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Repairing. Unit repaired.
Commander.
Awaiting
Construction
orders.
complete.
Affirmative.
The base is under attack.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Repairing. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Vehicle. Affirmative. Reporting. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Vehicle. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. The base is under attack. Repairing. Cannot deploy here. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building. Repairing.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Base
Acknowledged.
is under attack. Unit ready. Building. Building. Unit ready. Building. Insufficient funds.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our
Acknowledged.
base is under
Awaiting
attack.
orders. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
There is a very
Vehicle reporting.
unstable situation on the ground that is unfolding very quickly.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
orders at once.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Building. Structure sold.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Very well.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Training. Unit ready. Our base is under attack. Insufficient funds.
Reporting.
Reporting. Agreed. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Construction
Waiting order.
complete.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle
There is a
reporting.
very unstable
Affirmative.
situation on the ground
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Agreed.
unfolding very quickly.
Cannot deploy here. Repairing. Building. Our
Reporting.
base is under
Agreed.
attack. Unit ready. Training.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged at once.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Agreed. At once. Affirmative.
have to act if we want to live in a different world.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Reporting.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
way, indeed. Very well. Affirmative.
Prepare.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Reporting.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle affirmative.
Insufficient funds. Repairing. Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. At once.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Very well. At
Building.
once. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
repaired.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting. Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
On hold. Cancel.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. No. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Vehicle now
lost.
affirmative. Waiting order.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Building. Our base is under attack. Unit lost. Building. Unit lost.
Commander. Indeed. For king and
Construction
country.
complete.
Indeed.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Training. Repairing. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At once.
Reporting. Waiting order. Reporting. Vehicle. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Unit lost. Building. Unit
Vehicle
repaired.
reporting. Yes,
Our
sir.
base
Yes,
is
sir.
under attack.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building. Training. Repairing. Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle reported.
Construction complete. Training. Construction complete. Construction complete. Building. Primary building selected. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative.
Our base is
Acknowledged.
under attack. Unit ready. Building. Insufficient
Reporting.
funds.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Awaiting orders. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Repairing. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Structure sold. Unit ready.
Very well.
Building. Structure sold.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Vehicle reporting.
Reporting.
Mission saved.
Reporting very well. At once. At once. Agreed. Very well.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Ready and waiting. Of course. Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Construction complete.
Acknowledge.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Indeed. On my way.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building infiltrator.
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Waiting order. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledge.
Silos needed.
Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Silos
I'm on
needed.
my way. Indeed.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. King and country.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Building infiltrated.
Yes, sir. King and country.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Silos
Acknowledged.
needed.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos
Affirmative.
needed.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos
Affirmative.
needed.
Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Silos
On my way.
needed.
King and
Yes, sir.
country.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative.
Silos
Acknowledge.
needed.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Silos
Acknowledge.
needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Silos
Acknowledge.
needed.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Silos
Acknowledge.
needed.
Affirmative.
I'm on my way.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Silos
Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Vehicle affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building
Acknowledged.
infiltrated.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos
Acknowledged.
needed.
Acknowledged. Vehicle Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes,
Silence
acknowledged.
needed.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Building. Silos needed. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle report knowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Vehicle reporting.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah, moving out.
Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
Commander, I didn't expect you for a couple of days. I was just talking about you to the wigs upstairs. I guess saving London from getting nuked was kind of an attention grabber. The Prime Minister just sent over a big basket of, I don't know, crumpets, kind of a consolation prize. You know, we get Poland, they get crumpets. Well, I know you have other missions that you've got to take care of. Don't let me slow you down. Keep up the good work, son. Commander, I should say General, are you still on duty? Go home. Have a beer. You're a hero. Hell, we're all heroes.